are they? Oh, that's why I was making sure. But yeah, I'm not asleep. So, I guess we'll be playing a bit of this. Yes, I was broken in mesh space. Hmm. Hmm. Let's play Durlin
so?
and do my usual stunt of deciding that I'm not actually going to use any of the weapons that he normally starts with. I mean, I'm going to use the bow and the dagger until I find what I'm looking for. Okay, take the brandy for the trunk. Yeah, I'll just take the sausage. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the question is, if I don't have the treaty to get the skills that I want, what am I going to use? I think not this time. Okay, that's currently my accuracy. It's... Hand efficiency, influences... Right, well, whatever. And then we'll just make a halt, which we'll make 2 passive skills, but it'll be fine. Oh, I don't want to shop with you. Mission task, give me the amulet. Guess I'll start out with my bow, try not to shoot anybody by accident. Friend Brand doesn't appear to be here, so yes, my friend, where's your trap? And give me another lockpick. It'll be quite some time before we actually... Well, I say quite some time. There's no guarantee we'll ever find it before we just die. But yeah, ooh, that amethyst pendant is juicy enough for me to rush to get it, because it'll be nice to have the experience bonus. Ooh, Captive Emissary. It's honestly one of the best starting quests because it gives you an extra plus 50 to each 10. I'll actually keep and hold on to the quest reward for quite some time. I will just not take anything because honestly the reputation is better. Just in the early game. I'd say better. It would give me like the most basic of basic weapons, so there's no point. But I stole the food just so I have extra. Obviously took the bucket so I had extra water. Bucket will probably not be staying with me though. Just gonna collect 4 sticks because we're... Oh no, we're entering a forest. I don't need to collect them here. And then berries just to... Usual, just food and water management. Well, I don't need the water management really, and I need to eat all the food, but I guess I will just get rid of the berries then. So clog my inventory with them. I will collect them more than 4 sticks just so I can use them during combat, which means I wish they would default to this being on the hotbar. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, it's 8 sticks. Right, I need to check for the Sort of need to check for bandits so I can get some experience. Okay. Oh, this is a roadside altar. Ooh, I'll rest of this campfire and then use the altar, which will give me plus 15 combined experience bonus, which might not seem like a lot, but preventing me from having to fight, you know, 1 or 2 extra enemies. That can be the difference between me leveling up, you know, and actually getting a bit more power, because obviously all I have is passives right now. So every level is a bit more important. What vitality give me block power, max health, block chance. I guess I'll just have to find the survival books because I'm not going to be focusing on vitality too much. I might grab some vitality. But yeah, currently don't have very good weapons for going indoors. Nor, you know, I don't really have the offensive punch to be indoors anyways. Let's get some extra healing items. Which could make a bit of a difference, because I don't intend to go back to... Oh, no. I do need to immediately do the quest. Because I want the amethyst necklace. And I can't delete that too long or I'll lose my buffs. So I am on a bit of a time crunch. I only need 4. That here and just start shooting. Nice. Nice, get 2 free hits by him going after my campfire. Lumberjack axe. Oh, it's damaged. I was gonna say, like, it's a 2-handed weapon versus my 1-handed weapon, so I might want to switch. Okay, let's get a better angle to fight. Please. You need to hit, for the love of God. And then he strikes me like that. There we go. There's not much point of doing this, I just did it because I felt like it. Is this axe actually not too damaged? Yeah, okay. Sure. We'll see if it's better than the knife. Because the knife is just a little bit of damage and armor penetration. Though this axe could get me into trouble. But if it hits, it does double damage from what I used to have. Oh my. This could be death. Oh yeah, 3 hits. 3 hits is all it takes to kill. Oh my god. Part of that is due to Derwin's passive. Let's get over here by the fire. Flee word, salve. There we go, it's stabilized. Let's just rest by the fire. Eat enough food that our healing efficiency goes up a bit. Okay, we should be... Our arms should be fully stabilized and no longer wounded by the time we reach maxed out figure. Okay, we're good. Let's check what's in here. A wolf pelt. I'll Guess I'll leave that here because there's no point in me taking it. Are these pointy shoes actually an upgrade versus what I have? They have more durability. That doesn't matter. Can I fill the pot with water? So I can. Filled with water. Let's just merge it back because it doesn't really make a difference. But yeah, things I leave in here won't despawn, so I can pick them up later. So, question is, War Scythe versus Lumberjack Axe. It doesn't have the penalty, but it does. I mean, I can use both. It's both these weapons are probably gonna break by the time I'm done with this dungeon. Well, it depends how much combat, but this hat is technically an upgrade. There we go. Move into him because he was going to hit me from range anyway, so I may as well not lose the initiative. Leopard to Dendag. It obviously doesn't have the damage. You know what? Again, we'll probably use all of these weapons up. The fact that I only need like 1 or 2 hits to actually kill something is really powerful. This is going to be a 2-handed weapon run. He does start with axes, but I was thinking of going sword. Do I want to change my mind? You know, I think I will. I think I will change my mind and go axes instead. Doesn't matter. I don't know what I just saw loot and I was like, ooh. Ooh. These are worth me picking up. Pergoric? What the hell is this? Pergoric. So yeah, immunity to coughing. It reduces our pain limit, helps with falling asleep. I don't think that would. I don't know what that would really do. I guess if we couldn't sleep due to pain and we wanted to sleep, we could use that. It doesn't give much intoxication either. It leads to an unpleasant aftermath, but yeah. 1,200 turns. That could be really useful in bad combat situations. Yeah, it's. Oh my god, yeah, that's great. This tincture made with spirit, poppy sap, and essential oils is popular among the nobility as a trusted cure for cough, anxiety, and pains. Many become so addicted to it that they often spend days on end in a drug-induced daydream. Yeah, that's basically what I was having when I was having my nightmares before. Like, I was, like, slipping in and out of consciousness. And, like, basically, like, because I was aware of being awake. So I was, you know, like I would... How do I describe it? It's like being asleep and awake and not knowing which one's which. And having, oh my god, these gloves, I'm just gonna plop them on. They're not cursed. Yes! Freaking A. That saves me some inventory space. Yeah, again, like I said, I'll probably... The moment these weapons break, because I don't have any skills right now, but I do plan on going axes, but I'm hoping not to have use this axe for very long. But yeah, oh my god, this secret room. Brigandine gloves just immediately. Oh gosh. Golden nugget. I suppose I can pick it up. Vivifying essence. Oh my god, I'm immediately getting this. Question is, what is the... Oh. Yeah, I can just get rid of the empty bowl. And of course, the blacksmith tools just aren't coming with me. There's another chest over here. What's in the box? Alcohol. I can use it as a weapon. I mean, honestly, just leave the water. Leave the barrel of water here. Not barrel, bucket. I was thinking barrel because the barrels are infinite sources of water. But yes, let's best part is I didn't even search for that. I didn't get the chance to start searching the room. The game was just like, hey, what about this? Geomantic treaty. I don't believe I've read this. The most distinct tradition of the ancient Nistrian cult of the Mother Mountain is their worship to giant boulders. In Nistra, there still remains a large number of majestic structures, giant circles formed with finely chiseled boulders. Some of these boulders are also completely covered in writing. Rain and wind render most of it utterly indecipherable, but some parts remain perfectly intact. I try my best to record every living symbol I encountered, but alas, I still can't crack this ancient alphabet. Hydrate. Speaking of hydration, it's one of the many things I can't see if I don't pop the stream up on my phone. One of these days, I'll switch my stream setup so I can just, have all my notifications pop up on my screen. But I'm also lazy and would prefer to spend like the half an hour that it would take to do that just by playing video games. Woe is me. Okay. Haven't cracked the ancient alphabet. I can only hope that if not me, then at least my descendants will solve this mystery. Well then. Looks like I was disheartened way too easily, spending a couple more weeks of my precious time on that risky search for Photo's tomb has returned my investment 100-fold, rewarding me for all that misery and hardship I've suffered over the years. A chair coming off the... Just so my chair doesn't scrape the floor, I got a mat underneath it, and I was just like, I can't. I was having trouble shifting it, but that's just because it was riding up. There we go. Okay. All that misery and hardship I've suffered over the years, when I saw that the epitaph was doubled in ancient Aldorian, I couldn't believe my eyes. This means that only a bit of effort I can finally cross-reference and decipher some of the words. Yes, finally, after months of diligent work, I, Geron of Bryn, have solved the secret of the ancient Nistrian alphabet. A large portion of my records seem to describe some rather fascinating magic ritual and practices that are only briefly mentioned in one or two chronicles. Once I get home, taking a trip to Mien is my first order of business. I'm certain that my findings will greatly interest the Academy. Okay. Which ran of Bryn, the traveling notes on my journey to Biest. It'll be a few shiny nickels. Is it at least worth more? Yeah. It's worth more baseline than the Jade figurine, but it's also a book, which, people who can't read or make use out of books aren't going to have, a use of books. But yeah, the problem with these guys, this is why I don't want to use maces, is because I see these guys, obviously they don't use it properly. But once you're in melee, winding up a swing, like, you're just gonna get it smacked. And if every turn is preemptively, preparing your next attack, it's gonna be kind of jank. But yeah, hooking chop can bring enemies closer to me that would otherwise be able to link up with other enemies. So I can pull them, say if I'm beyond a door, I can pull them at an angle that would allow me to get a few more swings in before the others got to me. Is this... Yeah, it's, now that I think about it, it's probably damaged. But yeah, I'm actually going to pick up this lumberjack axe and check its durability versus mine. So 53, 59. Okay, 59 one. Actually, I think I will, just so I have continuous axes. This is equipment is only worth it if it's fully repaired. Unless it's like unless it's like worth 1,000, then you might get like, you know, around 100, probably less than 100. But otherwise, it's just wasting my time or your time, depending on which of us is playing the game. But like, yeah, this Turk is probably only like 30 gold to the blacksmith. It's at best, at best. But yeah, the rest of the stuff is just worthless since I have a backup weapon in the form of a secondary axe. Yeah, I'm gonna pull him into me. Also, no, I mean, I'm probably gonna have enough money worth of stuff that these are gonna be something I worry about later. Wait, what just happened? Oh, Thug is dazed. Was he dazed because I pulled him into this? Oh my god, can you pull people at diagonal and hurt them against furniture? He did manage to hurt me. You know, I will... Is this light or moderate? Moderate. Does this affect pain or it affects intoxication? I don't want to use... Obviously, I'm not going to waste Pedagoric on this dungeon. Oh, I just... Freaking moron. I need the flatbread. I want to get my buff back, but yeah, we're just going to tank the pain for a bit. It'll reduce our morale, but he'll get over it. Oh, this herbal extract will be good for pain, but I mean, I can just wait. Oh yeah, okay, we're going axes. What I might do is I might bring these all up to 15 and then go full on the strength. For one reason alone. Because accuracy, counter chance, and HP are vital. Literally vital. And if I go 15 into vitality, that would actually make things quite nice. The reason I was going like agility perception is because I was thinking of going two-handed first. Or two-handed swords. Which counter and accuracy are super vital. And crits. Like these agility perception is super important. Obviously, you know, once you get enough counter chance that you're reliably countering every turn, and enough accuracy that you're never missing, then you go full in the strength. But yeah, I'm gonna start putting points into vitality first. Obviously, in the early game, if you're really scared of it, when you're really bad at the combat system, you want to go max strength because you want fights to last as little as possible. But I'm more okay with fights being extended a little bit longer. Oh, him. I'm better than this. Oh no, poor bastard. He has to... I pulled him in, so he has to switch weapons. Oh no, I didn't want to pick it up. I'm just gonna kite back. So I might actually be able to pull this guy in to the barrel. I don't know. It's weird. I'll have to figure out how that works. Crude amulet. I don't need. Yeah, before I go downstairs, I will let my pain go away. For now, I'm just gonna tank it. Oh, I have 2 purses. Did I? Oh, because of the probably in the secret room. Yes, I will actually use this mead because the drunk, basically they changed drunkenness for anybody who hasn't watched my previous episodes, previous VODs. And this is the first time seeing the new drunkenness update. Basically, tier 1 drunken or tier 1, your first stack of drunkenness just it doesn't even harm your accuracy. Or no, it does harm your accuracy. It doesn't give you like fumble chance, I think. But the most important thing is that it doesn't have you stumble. You don't have any chance to stumble. Tier 1 drunkenness, assuming that you are okay with losing dodge and accuracy in exchange for pain resistance. Obviously, whatever the stats of the alcohol that you're drinking, like the thirst, both the thirst change, intoxication, but pain and pain change. In fact, the pain change will continue to work even after I stop being drunk. So you can use this drunkenness in combat. At least this level of drunkenness. Obviously, once you get above 1, stumbling in confusion and, giving attacks of opportunity, it's gonna get you killed. But yeah. Ooh, we found my favorite room of these bandit dungeons. It's full of food and water, and you can rest here for vigor if you have the make a halt skill, which if you ever want to travel away from town is essential. But yeah. But it's made it so you can use drunkenness to offset pain, or alcohol to offset pain during combat, among other things. It's also made it like it's just so much more light drunkenness is viable. Everything else is unless you can guarantee that you're not going to randomly step, which I don't even know how you would do so. It's still really bad. Okay, let's get a bit more of my buff. Obviously my immunity's down because I vomited. Okay, I like to throw things out of barrels just so I can see them at a glance without having to open them again. But yeah, this is very good food. I will take the carrot and garlic because I can actually, bring them with me. I didn't make sure I used my traps at some point. Why did I search this? No, there's not going to be a secret room. Well, there might be traps. I will keep that for now. Criminy. Dark. It's not going to be worth the space. Like if it was a rondel or something, obviously that's like worth a significant chunk of change. If it was full durability, I'd take it, but it's a Dirk. So even at full durability, it is just not worth my time. But yeah, I can make use out of this trap. But there's nothing on the floor. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to hope I don't accidentally trigger it. Because yeah, it has like a 70% chance for you to disarm it. It also, if you fail to disarm it, it doesn't consume the trap. The trap just resets over and over. So yeah, I've seen bandits kill themselves with that so many times. Where it's like, oh, I'll fix the trap. I'll fix the trap. I'll disarm it this time. And then their arms and hands are all broken. Okay. Stupid idiot allowed himself in the corner. Though I should have gotten my 2 free hits on him, but I was more worried about other things. Okay, there's a trap in that room. By the way, a trap in a jail cell? How much of an asshole do you have to be to put that there? Yeah, this room is almost... This prison cell that has a wall bashed open is almost always hiding a library behind it. I say hiding. It's always got a library behind it. At least for now, until they change the dungeons, which that is a planned update. That's been mentioned very recently. read this before. I might not have. Let's read it again. The pampered clerks and merchants that never leave the city walls draw their knowledge about warfare exclusively from chivalric romances. Sorry, it's a bit of a mouthful of a word. It literally exhausts my tongue. Such buffoons tend to assume that battles are won with skill and valor of a few individual soldiers, the so-called heroes. This line of thinking is complete rubbish. Yes, personal skill will undoubtedly save your hide if you are get into a tavern brawl or decide to duel for the honor of your dame. It's hard to argue with that. However, the moment two war parties clash on the battlefield, the importance of it falls off. A battle is no place for dueling codes or rules of honor. Sorry. Dueling rules or codes of honor. Oh my god, my voice started to break there. A month of drills under an experienced commander is all that it takes for a mob of yesterday's peasants to hold their ground against bandits, who may be more skilled individually, yet incapable of forming a line. Battles aren't won with superior numbers or better equipment, but rather with good plans and the ability to execute them. And obviously the will to kill. And the will to do what needs to be done to kill them. That is the most important part in a battle, especially in a melee. Like hesitation, like it's so easy to hesitate when you have to physically attack somebody. With a gun, you just have to point in the direction and just enough bullets flying in the right direction will hopefully save the day. Or at least in terms of an actual squad on squad fight rather than just individuals. Whoever lines up their shot and has the will to pull the trigger just kills the other person in a gunfight 1-on-1. Yes, understand when to turtle up and when to press the advantage, preventing the enemy from regrouping and gathering their wits. This is what truly separates a sloppy duelist or yesterday's thug from real soldier. But yes, and the main difference between a soldier, like an actual person that's knowledgeable about combat in any modern, or any day, modern or otherwise, is the ability. It's the ability to buy themselves time to steal their will. Somebody who's never fought before is working on flight or flight. A soldier knows how to deal with that instinct. They know how to take cover. They know how to, assuming that you're in a sword fight or melee fight, they know how to protect themselves against their enemy until they're ready to start throwing punches at them or throwing strikes at them, Well, the other person is just, doesn't know if they're running, if they're fighting. They don't know how to make that decision, and assuming the other person has decided they know what they're doing, they're just freaking dead. Another potion. Let's come to this. Why am I putting it there? Just put it down on the floor. Oh my god, so many potions. Like, including the Vivifying Essence, I've gotten 4 potions at this point. Well, yeah, it's just preserving age and beauty. That might not even be worth anything. It's only worth 100 from what the game tells me. Oh my god, he didn't see me. Oh my god, you can pull people into walls. I don't know if it's guaranteed to work every single time, assuming that you're in between them and kind of a wall. Because I was pulling him. He was here, and I pulled him from here, so there was a chance he would be pulled to this tile, but there's also a chance he'd be pulled to that tile. I don't know if one's guaranteed over the other, but it's definitely nice. Okay. Let's try to put it into practice. That didn't work. He's gonna swing at me and then miss. Did he just use another ability? Oh, he does have. Yeah, fair enough. And then I crit him and he tries to run away and he dies. It's 2 damage to be better than what I currently have. Same thing. You can tell based on the graphic if it's below 50. I really hope these gauntlets don't get destroyed. Oh my god, I need so many IT scrolls, by the way. That might be an excuse to go to Manchester sooner. Just eat this. Drink some water. Candle. Just open this. Let me check this one. I right-clicked as if it was going to be locked. Sheath. That might actually be worth more than this folio. But we'll make space for the folio and then bring it to my inventory. More food. Throw it to the ground and then come back for it. Because those are both good for my immunity. Literally nothing here. That's my pain. Actually, I will drink this alcohol. I could wait until I get into combat with it, but at the same time, I'd rather just speed up exploration. Remember that there's a trap in here. I can also use my chopping or hooking chop to pull somebody into that trap if I really wanted to. Well, it's not gonna. Okay, that's the thing. Is that you can guarantee that this is not gonna be anything except just them taking damage. If you have a regular pressure plate, you might not want to trigger it because you might get poisoned for your trouble. Yes, use this single salve. Because only has 1 charge left, so it'll free up some space for more loot. You know what? It's about time I use these caltrops. I'm gonna throw them to the ground, and then I'm gonna pull him into them. Nice. I believe it staggered him because he was caught in the trap. Was it caught in the trap? He hurt his feet. Okay, now, do not do what I'm about to do with this guy. Okay, I'm going to place a trap, and then I'm going to pull him. Be very careful if you do this. Because if you miss, or don't pull him, he's going to fuck up your day. Because he can do the same move. He has the exact same moveset as I do. Okay, they're both damaged. Oh, this one's slightly less damaged. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make use out of both charges of this. Yes, also be careful because if you try to place a trap on a door, it's not going to work properly. Okay, I'm going to throw this brandy at him to... Oh, wait another turn. I'm going to throw this brandy at him to debuff him. Did it miss? No, it hit him. Covered in alcohol. So yeah, he takes damage from both. It's got a... Okay, let's check out the covered in alcohol. Yeah, it puts a stumble chance, backfire chance, his fire resistance lowered, and so is his shock resistance. He's got a leg injured, which, you know, does all the usual stuff. He's immobilized, so he can't dodge. He's bleeding, so he's taking damage. And he's confused, which means he might just start running around like an idiot. I'm actually just going to reset this trap and use it up. Boy, yeah. That was textbook. That was a pretty easy dungeon. For me, anyways. It actually had a lot of the enemies that actually have abilities. I'm just going to replace these 2 hats because there's no way that's worth anything. But yeah, there was a lot of the two-handed axemen among other skilled weak bandits. Obviously, we're not high enough level to be seeing the more potent bandits, plus this is a low level area anyways. But it just started, so it's not like I'm gonna immediately be able to leave. No, right. Key. Saw. Okay. And there is our heraldic code. Sold away, it's only worth 120. But yeah, he'll just stand there until we leave. Until we hand him the quest, he will continue to stand at that cell and then teleport. But yeah, guess it. To be fair, we did get the brigandine gloves, so I shouldn't be complaining at all. Well, actually, no, we will probably have enough money between everything that we've gotten here to actually be able to repair it and buy the necklace that I wanted. And we can pick up the fur pelts. 120. And yeah, just leave it. Leave it. Sorry, that was just me muttering. And then making fun of myself. Yep. See, unless Bert decides that he wants to troll the shit out of me by changing his inventory when he has something I want, oh my god, we have so many potions. Sorry, I can't stop. I can't stop thinking about that. Did I drop one of my potions? No, we probably didn't. Probably didn't. I'm just not gonna think about it. Once you end a quest that involves a dungeon, the dungeon will automatically close to regenerate. I think, at least from what I heard. The same thing will happen if you loot the boss chest in a faraway dungeon. Basically, dungeons that don't have any quests involved with them. They'll automatically close once you leave them after looting the boss chest. So yeah, word to the wise, don't do that. Don't just leave and come back if you want the loot. The loot has to come with you before you open the boss chest and then leave. I just would recommend, you know, getting all the loot out of the dungeon before you even fight the boss. That's just me, though. You're back in Osbrook. I don't even know if a day's passed yet. Who are you again? Mean. Extremely rude. Alright, let's start first things first. Let's throw this away. Buy this. This is a male coif. Oh yeah, ID scroll, please. Imperishable brigandine gloves, which gives us extra piercing and crushing resistance. Yeah, quite nice. Yeah, ooh, 12 protection on the hands at level 2. Not even out of Osbrook yet. That's good. Let's start selling these to people. Okay. I mean, I could look at individual prices, but I'm just going to sell to the people that I think give me the best prices. I could buy this, but oh no, that's not the weapon I'm using. Man, if I had bought that, I would have been so stupid. And yeah, I didn't repair this. I want to be able to afford it until I sell the rest of my stuff. Oh, I dropped the wolf out. Whoopsie daisy. Let's repair what I'm wearing. God, I gotta keep this run alive. These brigandine gloves. Oh my god, so early to get them. But yeah, I accidentally forgot one of the pelts. Do I have enough money for you to repair my stuff? Almost. If I were to sell this, the one-off. And yeah, you might be saying, like, why are you selling all your weapons? Don't worry about it. Just don't think about it too much. But no, it's because literally there's weapons everywhere. I'm not gonna have trouble getting a new weapon. So this is the thing, is I don't actually have to hand in the quest just yet. I can go back and loot the bandits for what they had. Oh, no, not you. And I just want you to repair my gloves. Yeah, the one problem with having things that are expensive and finding them early is that they're going to be a continuous expense to maintain. I'm actually going to sell these because I have the DLC, so I can just plop the DLC equipment on. Which, you know, obviously is going to be quickly replaced, but for now it'll save me some money. Yeah, oh my god. Sorry, these gloves are just amazing. I'm just gonna sell these books as well. Bert, I believe, is the only person in town that would even buy these. He doesn't buy them for a very good price. Yeah, 34, 23. $56. It's a mace that I have no interest in. But yes, as I was suggesting, let's run back and pick up a few weapons from the bandit place. Because yeah, I never completed the quest. It would have been funny if it was Bert that was in prison, because then I wouldn't be able to even like converse with him to know what his items are. Let's pick up a few sticks just in case I get into a fight, because I can use them to block the enemy's path for like a turn. And some penny bones to roast the fire. Same thing here. Keep myself fed. Oh. But yeah, I don't really know how long I'm going to stream for. Probably when I'm so tired that I literally can't make good decisions. And then I'll leave this this run up to future me. Because I do have D&D tomorrow, so I probably... I mean, I might stream... If I just have time to kill, I might stream. And I guess this would be a good candidate, considering it doesn't have me strain my throat too much. Because if I don't want to talk, I can just, you know... I can just be quiet for a second. My other options are a bit more talkative. Or games that I'm just waiting to play when they update. Which is something I said for this game, that I wanted to wait for the dungeon update, but at the same time, just moderately craving the extreme difficulty in a game that I'm just not that familiar with. Which this game has in spades. I still don't know much. I could barely beat... well, I mean, I could beat Augsburg, but Augsburg, it's easy to get out of Augsburg because it's a question of, like, existing in the other area. Yeah, this is, like, garbage. Don't know why I equipped it, but... I don't really want to Well, I mean, most of the bandits just come with these axes. So we can just get more. But this is an opportunity to loot some of the other weapons. Obviously, I don't need to stick. This is a clear path. I'm very dumb. I can totally just eat these raw. This homemade sword for one of the quests. Wait, didn't I leave food somewhere? I have no idea. Was it just led us here? I would have probably thrown them out, but here we go. Use it a dende, because that's maybe a few pennies out of this. Basically, I'm just grabbing loot as I look for a half-decent axe. Which I don't know if I'm going to be able to find, but... Worst comes to worst, I just find 2 more swords, and then... that can be how I fund my next few purchases. Do a little bit of fatigue to contend with by the time I get back. Battle cleaver, another axe, which it's not too bad. I mean, it's borderline, but that's all you can do. Still some way. Maybe the other ones are better. What's comes to the worst is I just use the dirk until I find the new axe to roll with. Make sure I don't step on this stupid trap. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. I can just carry it with me. Wasn't there more loot? This is why I make a habit of throwing loot on the floor just in case I come back for it. It doesn't matter. There is our third cleaver. Broken. Okay, this might have food in it? Or maybe I'm just stupid. Or maybe I drank that and then took it out. Yeah, probably. Now that I think of it. Alright, well. That was tedious, but, see, this guy's still here, I told you. But, penny pitching is a little valuable. Or a little important. It'll be a while before I can find a replacement for this axe, but maybe I should repair it. I have no idea. Yes, I don't have enough. Well, no, I have inventory space if I ditch the dirk, so I might swing. And I'm not gonna look for the herbalist quest. I'm just gonna buy. Cause let's say the herbs and spices. No, I'm just gonna buy the. Sorry, that bird looked like a fish to my sleep-deprived brain. I was like, holy shit! How in the world is it moving across the screen like that? But yeah, I'll just buy the healing items I need rather than doing his quest. I'm just gonna tap this because I can. But yeah, that's the first quest done. I'll at least do the first. You know what? I'm gonna do Osbrook until everybody likes me, just from osmosis, and then I'll leave. And well, there's a limit to how far it can go up, but once it goes up to a certain level, I can just force it up. Because then I can use my heraldic note. I will purchase a knight at the end, if you do not mind. You get the rank from Burden, but I don't care. This DLC stuff, I'll probably just throw it away when I find its replacements. Throw that in there, and all of these potions. Good God. Do I want to keep this for emergencies? Yeah, I'll keep it for emergencies. Everything else can just be probably sold or used. Yeah. Yeah, let's sleep until morning. I made the joke like several hundred times, but God, I wish I had. I wish I had the ability to do that. Just set how long I wanted to sleep, and then guaranteed sleep until then. Just a fetting beat, and I'll also buy that. But yeah, between the non-perishables and the lettuce, I should be good for some time. Okay, you still got the same stuff as I would have assumed. He doesn't have another ID scroll for me, damn it. Gee, I've decided not to repair this. I was about to say, it'd be something cute if the smith would repair this while I wasn't looking. I'll hand down the quest and then do all the extra busy work I gave myself. Contracts in here for my reward. Okay. I'd like to know what I'm dealing with. I'll do the usual path of screwing a Rodar. So Osric will end up not actually liking me, but that won't matter. Well, I mean, it'll only decrease it by a certain level, so it'll be fine. This is technically what I believe. Can you repair it? You can repair it. I just think it's worth more to the other guy than you. Give me work for me. Deal. Finish. 250 for 3 garbage swords that are like worth like 30 gold together. 16 for the jerk. Man, I way overestimated that. I kind of always do. And never benevolent to the community. Ooh, Criminy. Now I just need to find Spearmint here and I can hand in another quest. Yeah, I think the blacksmith would have actually gave me more for that, but it doesn't really matter. This is 19 gold. Oh, it was super damaged. I didn't even notice. Doesn't even matter. I'm just searching the perimeter for some spearmint. Because I still do, yeah, the work. So pick up my first sticks. You know, they say you only need to rub 2 sticks together, but in this game you need to rub 4 sticks together to make fire. It's the dumbest joke I think I've ever said. Might not be the worst joke, but it's definitely the stupid. Okay, there's a place over here I haven't seen. Because that would make it so I just have free stuff. And I like free. Plus it's for the reputation more than anything. So currently I think I'm getting... My merchants have a larger stock for me, and... they'll sell for slightly cheaper. We might not get what I need. Unfortunate. So let's just go to the merchant. Gives me the goods I seek. And I'll just drop this Burgundian Fleetward next to him. And we can come back for Fleetward, or come back with Fleetward, I should say. Okay, 2 splints. 3 full salves. I'll take 3 leeches. I didn't intend to buy that, but whatever. 2 extra sets of bandages. I do already have herbal extracts. I can deal with pain. And yeah, you might say this is a bit overboard, but I also have these Burgundian gloves that are worth protecting. Okay, let's go Sooth. 4 Sooth. Probably end up walking past the Carpenter's wagon. I say Carpenter's wagon. Yeah, Carpenter's delivery. Which will give me something to come back for. I might just grab the plane straight up. And then just carry it with me through the dungeon. What have we seen? Yeah, the point of interest south is literally just the cart. Like, that'll be important for continuing the... I shudder to say main story when it's literally just us leaving Osbrook, but it is still important. Oh hey, oh that's a lot of bandits. Luckily I have the ability to abuse game mechanics. No, let's smack it first. Okay, he's dead, and we've got a debtor. And I won. And hey, they gave me some alcohol for the trouble. That is quite nice. They barely made me feel any pain. Boy, yeah, oil, which I can use to debuff. Read this for 10 experience. Everything else just isn't worth my time. But yeah, the oil I can use for debuff. I'm not gonna be selling it. It'd be just like 20 pieces of gold. It's just not worth the time. It's not that it's not worth the time, it's not worth the inventory. I do have a slight injury, so I'll just use the flavor on that. So you can pick up another bit of flavor. Same thing. There we go, that should be us fully healed by the time we reach our destination, which I will go by the road just to see if I can find like a camp or something. Maybe there's something to our southwest. Someday I'll memorize north, east, south, and west without having to pause and think about it, but I'm just not that good at memorizing the directions on a compass and what they correlate to. Because I've also trained myself to know that northeast, south, and west aren't, up, down, left, and right. So even though in a game that is essentially what it is. But it's sort of like, well, do I want to unlearn the actual like real world application of it, or do I want to unlearn the video game application? And the problem is that I want to keep both. Okay, I screwed up, but I will pull this guy. So I don't have to fight two at once. Whoops. You gotta be careful, you don't pick up sticks by accident. Oh, why am I picking that up right on the blacksmith quest? Okay, let's just rest by the campfire, eat some food, drink some water, apply some flavor to our leg. It's got some pretty good stuff in them, but ooh. You know it's good when it turns into a freaking owl. Hmm. Oh my god. This isn't even the chest, this is... Oh, it's just oil. I'll also mark this place as having treasure. Yeah, I'll just... There's no sense in really waiting. Or, not waiting, but organizing my inventory just to take this garbage with me. I say garbage. It's quite nice. Yeah, let's leave. I need to remember that these gauntlets are metal, so I need to be careful with the rain. Okay, we got plenty of healing for the dungeon. I just need to remember not to be too skimpy with it, especially the pain relief. Okay, does herbal extract give pain resistance? It does. So I should remember to use that during combat. I actually really like the fact that they, once they buff pain, nerf drop resistance to pain, or the player's resistance to pain. I don't know if it's all creatures that can feel pain that are now slower to have it fade naturally, but I do like the change because it makes pain like an actual thing again. Because it was getting to the point where pain just did not exist for me. Where it was just like, oh, I'll just wait. It's like, oh, I'm dying of pain. Well, I guess I'll just, you know, wait it out. But that is no longer an option now. Waiting out pain is no longer viable. It is just not. Alright, let's go down. Gotta be careful of the ghouls that will spawn if it's nighttime when I leave. Oh, I'm a little wet, which I will just... I might go comments away and then slowly switch around and then come back for them. Okay. Just because it's expensive to have even a slight bit of damage to these. Alright, good, I can put them back on now. Okay. Let's just run up to him. Owie. Are you injured? Yes, you are. That might be able to make a injury worse, and he just died to his wounds. Right. Trip was probably damaged. I'm not gonna carry it with me just so I can loot the quiver. It's just not worth the time. Despite my instinct to try. Dang it. Freaking rat doing more damage to me than the archer did. It's exactly 15, so I will use the salve on it. You gonna walk closer to me? You're actually gonna walk away from me. Idiot. There we go. Yeah, skeletons are fairly easy to kill. Assuming you actually get the damage in on them. But if you miss or fail to attack them with something that actually hurts them, they can be quite hard to kill, and it's too damaged to be even worth looking at. A lot of the undead also have that problem, but they just don't have equipment worth taking, unless it's something you can't find otherwise. They just really don't have anything. Like, say if a felling axe was an upgrade for the axe you currently had, it's a one-handed one, but you could take it and get it repaired, which would save you from having to find it from like a merchant or something at an extreme price. You know what? Sure. So close to freedom. Let's wait slightly to manage some of the pain. When I get into the next fight, I will drink some mead. There's my moves whenever you sort the inventory. See? Literally put one different thing and now it's moved somewhere else entirely. But yeah, I wish they didn't make it so the bones would automatically be put to your inventory if you selected the option to loot all. Just sort of common sense, you don't want that, but at the same time it's also hilarious. Have it pulled into your inventory. And it's damaged. I don't know if there's a chance for them to be, like, not so beat up that they're worth something, but they usually are. But I picked them up on instinct. So they might be worth something. If I was going to sell this, it'd be worthless. If I was going to wield it, it isn't what I'm currently using, so I'm just going to leave it alone. My head's slightly injured. Next time we get into a fight, I should drink alcohol so I can get the buff. Okay. Sup, my friend? It won't stop. Sure, my friend. Sure will. Yeah, lowering your accuracy against these... you didn't need a head anyways. Against these little critters is actually bad, but at the same time, I'll be fine. Okay, he's gonna run, and he's gonna come in melee with me. I just didn't want to give him a free hit in melee, that's why I ran a little. Apply 2 healing salves. And then just wait. How's my pain? My pain's pretty bad. Let's drink a little more. Dang it. Should have verified what I was fighting before I opened the door. Just gonna move back slightly. There we go. I actually killed it before I was attacked by the other guy. Which gives me a chance to reset my abilities. Oh, that's a good crit. That dealt... It's out how much? 42. Because it damaged its 2 body parts, it actually destroyed its head and arm. I think it caved its head in for the attack, and then its arm was ripped off so it could stay alive, because that's how the wrestlers work. God, that's funny. How convenient. Pain, pain, pain. Bones crack. And you're dead. Submerge these so I know how much water I have. Instead of it being like two-thirds or 1/3 and, you know, half full. At least we're like, oh, I have 1 full. And some change. Dang it. Rat. How dare you not just die? Okay, you are injured, so this will hit your head. I believe... Oh, I don't think you need to be affected by gaping wounds. Is it gaping wounds? Yeah, if it worsens an injury and inflicts a new one... Oh, it just reduces their HP. And he's immune to bleeding. Fair enough. Yeah, it also does extra damage against the injured limb. Being an injured limb, I'm just going to do that. Do I want to use the herbal extract? Probably? Just get rid of all my pain and help myself heal. I'm gonna eat as well to further aid my healing. There we go. Very nice. Oh, supplement. Yeah, they decided to swap places for some God knows reason. Oh, he's stuck. Yeah, he's getting immobility because his legs are literally useless. Oh, I don't care about that ship game, please. Don't make me pick it up. Ooh, that's potentially worth selling. Probably not. I mean, it's probably worth like 70 gold. I mean, I'll keep it in my offhand just in case I need to switch. Because this isn't too durable. Obviously. If I fight a Wraith, I'll be in some shit, but I'll figure it out once it happens. Ooh, nice more. Just what I needed, more healing. At least that means I don't have to use my leeches for anything unimportant. I really should have bought some extra alcohol with me. Or brought it. I might have to use the Paragoric just to deal with pain. Some people might say it's a waste, but at the same time... For a second there I thought that was like a freaking club sword, and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? It kind of does though, like you have to admit, that does sort of look like a handle. Or like a blade hilt. Like at a glance, or not even at a glance, it's like in my peripheries, you can kind of understand why that would look the way it did. Should I get rid of this guy before the other guy gets in range? He hit his ally to hit me, and then he repositions to actually link up with me. Okay, we are injured. Time to use some healing items, eat, and then rest. Not in that order, because obviously I didn't do it in the right order. Supply another healing stuff just so I can more quickly get back into the fight. I was like, get back in the fight. Oh god, that's so damaged. Commoner's Dagger, it's damaged. I shouldn't even bother checking. But I will anyways, despite saying I shouldn't. And yeah, it didn't do it. Worthless. He won't get his free hit because he's already melee with me. Okay, nugget of gold. I guess I'll take it until I find something better. Let's put the salve on my head and then wait. Oh, I just walked right into that. Unfortunately, my friend, that won't be enough to save you. Oh my. That's dangerous. Oh god, I did not want to take it off. I will sit down and wait. I also need to get rid of some of this pain, which I can't really do because I already used everything that is in my my more powerful healing item. Alright, that should be enough for now. I remember their voice. Oh, that did hit him into the wall. Nice. You're the healer. But yeah, he brings a corpse back to life. Unfortunately for him, he's currently standing on his corpse. Oh god, this Necromancer actually made it super easy for me because he can't resurrect the corpse he's standing on. What an idiot. That was a bad deal. No. You already pre-injured now. It kind of looked like he was. This battle should judge us. Stop, and I can fix my leg. Splint. That's my vitality. And then I will give myself adaptability, which will... Oh no, I think it's austere that gives me pain resistance. Yeah. I think they nerfed the pain resistance. I thought it was 25% before. This still, yeah, this still does have pain change. Yeah. It's not like I'm going anywhere. Plane back. But yeah, he does want the fly through, which means I can't keep it for myself. Enchantment scroll, Rondel, which is way too damaged to be worth money. What does the game say this is worth? It's not even worth 50 gold to the merchants in its condition. Unidentified potion. This enchantment scroll. How worth the wild is it for me to take that? It's not gonna be used probably. But yeah, not much. And yes, there is these. So into my leg heals first. I'm a bit of pain, but let's fight this wraith. Okay, well it left, so I'm just gonna leave. Use all of these salves just because it's smart to do so. Gives me turn by turn. There we go. Can't hit me twice because that's just the way the game operates when it comes to these wraiths. They're super annoying. Worst part, they don't even drop loot. Silver chunk doesn't matter. Or chunk? Nugget. I will still full clear the dungeon because that's just my modus operandi. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Why is that? This is because I'm tired. Oh well, this is the reason I over-provisioned, just because I'm a bit of a moron. He lied as easily as he breathed. Out of bandages, I will take the extra splint. Until I decide to throw it away for loot. Right, let's... Error. I don't have any healing stuff left. Spats. I'm still gonna respect their ability to hurt me. So. There we go, they're dead now. They can no longer hurt me. Should you do that, friend? Opens mace. I keep looking at them and I keep realizing that they're worthless. Where's my pain? Oh. I guess I second winded and the pain went down. Or something. Necklace is not going to be worth anything. Not compared to an experienced necklace, at least in the early game. Why am I opening these? Why am I opening these? Well, they could spawn enemies to kill me. There we go. Because yes, wraiths can spawn in any sarcophagus. They're just more likely to do so with luxury ones. put this down just in case I get my leg broke. We're not going to need it, but it's nice to see. Nice to know the game cares about my limbs more than I do. I say that as if I don't have way too many splints. It's better to have but not need them than to need them but not have them. That is cursed. I'm not willing to deal with curses right now. Let's just enchant it. But yeah, that's accuracy, piercing, resistance, and health restoration and efficiency. Nice. Fight. Don't relent. I think that's the last of them. Oh, I accidentally reset myself. Alright, let's leave. Still need... Ooh, I found an enchantment scroll at some point. I'm going to put that on my necklace. Gives me some energy, not great, but... I wasn't going to put on a weapon, because weapons are quite frequently swapped away. Where's my exit? There it is. We'll have two contend with minis. I have 2 open inventory slots. I don't care enough to go back for anything. Aside from healing cells, I have most of my healing items still. Yeah, I do still have the sword. Yes, let's go back to Osbrook. Yeah. Not a lot of money after just the second dungeon. Obviously before I repair anything. Or buy anything new, but... Or, well, re-provision, but... It's quite nice. Speaking of provisioning, next time I find myself at the store, I'm going to... I'm going to pick up Darkest Dungeon 2. Assuming that it's actually on Steam. Last time I checked, it wasn't even on Steam yet. Which goes to show, Oh. Yeah, it's still not on Steam. Oh, piss. I'd laugh if it was on Steam and I just hadn't recognized it, but no, it's still, I don't know what the other store is, I can't remember. The Epic Store? Maybe? I don't know. I'd rather keep all my games in one place, just... Because I already have enough organizational issues without having to, you know, reorganize everything. But yeah, when that comes out, I will be picking it up. If it was early access on Steam, I would have picked it up by now, but it's obviously not. But yeah, that'll be fun. I don't know what the second game is like. I don't even think I beat the original game. Oh, right, yeah. Not for lack of try. It was the thing that I just got bored of it before the Darkest Dungeon, like the final dungeon and final boss got released. I was just like, I've played this game for hundreds of hours and I'm done. Like, probably, I don't even remember how long I played it for, actually. Something close to that though. Right, don't have any wooden stuff. What am I doing? What am I doing with you? What am I looking for? I'm not looking for anything. Why did I come here? I went for the tailor, that's why I came back down here. But yeah, it was also the fact that like the gameplay loop eventually just became fight slightly better or slightly stronger versions of the same boss. And I just looked at that and I was like, I'm good. And then, obviously the final boss was, a thing I never experienced because I never beat the game. Like, I was like, I don't want to have to fight the Necromancer 3 times. I don't even know if you have to. But that was like the options before the final edition came out, and I was just like, I could not give two shits. But I will play the sequel. I do also know how the game ended. I do know how the game ended, but I don't think that has any bearing on the sequel. I mean, it might have some bearing. I know the characters are different, or back again, but depending on their feelings on the story. Being not fond of the Elder. What happened to Dwar? Odor is a piece of shit. Okay, do you want me to do something? You're just playing. Odor is a spineless coward. And yeah, that allows me to peacefully resolve the... I say peacefully, there's still combat, but I won't kill the people running the brewery. I already have all the lockpicks I'll ever... Well, I say ever need, but all I currently need. Peasant Scythe. It's technically a spear. Sorry. I just had to laugh because that's technically a spear. God. An indispensable tool for pinning down escaping foes in wild beasts. It can often be seen in the hands of manhunters. God, I just hate the thought of that. Like, just imagine all those, the teeth of that weapon just biting into your neck. Okay, let's identify this potion. Potion of anti-venom. Okay. This is just what I already have. Oh yeah, you can see, this was 400 the first time I bought it, now it's only 370 if I wanted to buy a second one for some unimaginable reason. Garlic, onion, leek, pear, grapes. Those all give immunity, and I like having at least 100% immunity. Because, yeah, if you have, like, less than 50 immunity, it gets to the point that if you don't have anti-venom, you just don't heal. You don't passively lower your intoxication at all. Plus, fruit is really good in this game because it also gives you hydration. Speaking of which... Alright, next contract, my friend. I lied, he's not my friend at all. Have you heard anything interesting? No. Eventually, I'll just, I'll do my usual thing of doing the first 3 quests and then doing a circuit. Like, as large as I can before I'm full on inventory or out of food and all that jazz, and then I'll come back to Osbrook and then do the quests if they're there, and then do that again until I'm satisfied that I have enough money and resources that I can safely leave Osbrook. Plus, there's a few sites around Osbrook that you could find around Osbrook. Maybe not always. that I do want to find before I am done with it, with the local area at least. Okay, I have anti-venom in the source of this potion, so I'll put away one. The irony that it removes poison but also increases poison. Uh, sure, I'll keep my antidote and my potion, and then save these anti-venoms. Actually, no, we're gonna be fighting the cultists, so I do want as many healing items as I can get. Finding essence, obviously essential. All the food. It's coming with me. This gonna get bit by, I was gonna say spiders, bit by snakes, which hide in the grass. And everything else is fine the way it is, I suppose. Just want to make some space. Where is it? Like, yeah. Probably get my vigor buff back, but first, let's get you repairing this. Have you repaired that by now? I like to think this is the axe that I gave him, but probably not. Also, yeah, I upgraded some of my stuff. I need to find a replacement for Jorun's vest. Because I kept it. I had this freaking vest at like level like 8 or something ridiculous. Get away. Okay, padded doublet is 5. Let's go with that. Sometimes it lets you buy to slot, and sometimes it doesn't, so bear that in mind. I'm gonna start saving some more money. Also, that is not really worth it. I'm just gonna get rid of this cloak. Every time I equip the DLC items, it always makes it feel dirty, so I try to get them back off of me as soon as possible. It's a weird subconscious thing that makes me wonder why I haven't bothered buying it. Well, I bought it as a depths. It's, you know. Because seeing as I really don't like the thought of equipping it. No, I just want to. Oh right, I can't open it from here. It'll be nice if they ever make it so you can nest inventories open or have multiple inventories open at once. I'll just take 300 to buy some healing items. No, I never bought a bed. Sorry, I'm gonna mismanage my. Wait a second. I wish I hadn't left. Oh. One of them was sleeping while standing in the same position. That's a weird bug I've never seen before. Like, those are the sorts of bugs. I know I've mentioned this in previous streams, but I've had people on YouTube ask me, like, hey, do you know how to solve, like, certain bugs I've been having? And I'm like, man, I've literally seen, like, 3 bugs the entire time I've been playing. Not including crashes, which just, you know. Just quit the desktop and then reload the game. Was all I needed to do to get over those, but it's like, what am I supposed to do? More pain relief. Alright, then we'll go back and... Do I have anything extra? Oh yeah, I have all this food, so I don't need to buy more. Oh, I say all this food, I don't have that much. I mean, I want to get rid of the 6 at the same time I need them. I need to be able to sleep. Oh, right. Actually pay for your room. Also, hey, bud. Do you know anything? Bear territory, great. Well, at least he tells me where not to go. Right, I can't actually fit any more in my inventory. Shelter for the night, please. This one, you know what's funny? This guy, this is basically his free room. It's smaller than the room that's actually paid for, and he's supposed to be a magistrate. It's kind of hilarious. You'd think if he was actually cared for, if anybody cared about his existence, he would be given a larger room. But no, they just do not give a shit. I sure don't want to make any room. I'm not sure about anything. Let's just sleep and then we can eat when we wake up. Let's sleep until 7 though. Always give me the flip off. But yeah, Figure currently does all of this for us. It gives morale change, fatigue change, energy restoration, fatigue resistance, health restoration, energy and experience gain. And it can even do more. Oh my god. Reality is, because obviously I should be sleeping right now, but I can't because of nightmares. All of reality just started like shifting slightly. Like, oh my god, like imagine if your eyes, instead of having like a solid image, like the image could slide. Like as you tilted your head, imagine the two images could like slide and distort. That's basically what I just experienced. And it made me motion sick. So yeah, despite the fact that this run has a lot of valuable stuff going for it, I might get a kill just because I refuse to go to sleep. But this entire stream is me refusing to sleep, so it's kind of, catch-22. So yeah, if I was sleeping, I wouldn't be here right now. I forgot to sell the sword. Please tell me he's still. I mean, I slept until 7, so yeah, he's awake. I was just thinking to myself, if I could make any more room, and yes, 37. Yeah, that's not really any point at carrying it with us. Yeah, things being damaged just make them worth so much less. Alright, well, when I need the sticks, I'll keep them on the surface. I could also go to the mill to steal some food. I think I'm beyond the part of the game where I really need to do that. Plus, the food might have spoiled by now. It's been a few days. I don't know if the game generates the food in that tile when you walk over it, or walk to the tile the first time, or if it just spawns at the moment the game starts. So, friggin' the CDDA up in here, just all the food rots before you ever even find it. I think it's probably the other way around though. That the game waits until you actually come to a location before the food starts rotting in the boxes. It would only make sense, honestly, for it to work that way. But if the game really wanted to troll shit out of you, it can make it so like if you wait 5 days, literally every food item you'll ever find that isn't in somebody's inventory is just rotted into nothing. That would be hilarious. It's like, I'm starving. Oh good, a food barrel. Oh sweet. Oh fuck. Please don't chase me. Oh, that moves. If that moves had charged me, I would just die. I think it hit me once, and I'd survive. But like, it can stun. It can do so much damage in just a few swings because it just gives itself free turns. That's the reason that stun is so dangerous. Is because you can stun something, have it lose a turn, and then stun it again as soon as it stops being stunned. That's it for my knee, because I damaged his limb. What the hell are you doing here, random bandit? Sorry, man. As soon as I say bandito, and then I stop myself, so I just stand like an idiot. That's just my birthright. Okay, oil, just throw that out of here. So these 3 sticks here. Should be easy enough to find a 4th stick. Could kill the birds for a tiny bit of extra experience. I will pick up the oil just so I can use it offensively. That might be the second bandit that's out here that he's calling out, but I was talking about the fucking birds. The local man. Oh no, there he is. Okay, my friend. Spits and coughs. And he bled to death. Did he just use a splint before bleeding to death? Wow, what a rude man. I say that as the guy who just murdered him. But I regret nothing. Okay, nice. I might, by the time I get back to Osberg, decide that I've had enough. I'll try to sleep again. We will see. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, there's a library north. I don't have any inventory space, so let's just leave it for later. Be very careful when you autopath. Sometimes you just, you know, just wander. Oh god, we cannot afford to miss that thing. Jeez. Let's apply leeches. Drink some mead. Apply healing salve. And then continue. Disenchantment scroll. I will pick it up anyways. Okay, there we go. Now I have another bottle of oil that I can use offensively. Oh, there's a chest here. I didn't even notice it. Make sure to check the area. This, it does give me dodge chance. I may as well equip it and put the splint to the floor, so I know that it's there. Use candle. Alkyd. The recipe for Alkyd is one of the most carefully guarded elven secrets. Only one thing is known for sure. It's prepared with some medicinal herbs. Alkyd sees frequent use by maps when they need to ward off fatiguing combat. Very, very sexy. I was about to use it by accident. The question is, when the hell am I going to use that? I mean, I can use it just right now, but it'll lead to an unpleasant aftermath. We'll see. I should probably wait until I have more abilities before I do that. Theft. These are very similar to the Necromancer, but what can you do? Nice, those counters are going to be quite nice. They're quite important. I guess I'll eat this pen on. This is rest until that leg heals. Well, at least it slightly heals. Let's eat this. That. Yeah. And move on. Some Poppy, which I'm not even going to throw out because I'm just not interested in having that be something popping around. There we go. Just shot at me, so that's why I moved the way that it did. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna try to close the door on him. Sorry, sir, but Pain Train is coming to a violent end. I just closed myself in. That was a real enemy. That would have been a absolute blunder and a half. Not to say that you can't be killed by like rats and bats, but it would require some very it would require you to try to die to them, or to be set up to die to them. Aspergillum. The Eldorian Hierion's custom of sprinkling ritual sites with water came from local pagan cults. This part of its origin has long been safely forgotten. So it looks like a brush, I guess, for spreading the water. Okay, what are the odds I'm actually going to use these for combat? Just get rid of them. Pick up the splint. More actively useful stuff. Did I search all these? Yeah. Question is, did I search the area around it? To check for any secret rooms. Nope. Man, I hope they add like secret like floor chests and shit. The new dungeon update. I doubt they would, but it'd be cute. Just things hidden in the floorboards. Get rid of the martyr. And when I say get rid of the martyr, I mean like legitimately kill the martyr and then destroy his corpse, because even a dead martyr has his power. The buffs continue even in death. In fact, I think they're actually stronger in death than they are in life. Which, I mean, to be fair, they call them martyrs, so that implies that they're stronger dead. Yeah, you get a free hit. Hopefully you just die. Yes, thank you. Whew. That could have ended badly. Those things are basically just wolves. Okay, that guy has managed to get himself killed. Probably use the trap if I can. I mean, I can guarantee that I can use it. It's just what I know how to do. This is a room with bats in it. There you go. I was using control to make sure I clicked it and not something else. Like some sort of moron. I need to use some of these resources. Holy shit. So I can come back for the other resources that I keep finding. Okay. This might be the final room of the dungeon, which means I should use my trap. Yeah. No, I'll use it on the other enemies. There should be more in this room. Okay, he missed, so he can't actually stun me. Nice, just one more. Yeah, and he's dead. Are you here? There you go. He's gonna start cursing me and throwing spells on my face. He's gonna cast a spell for too long again. Okay, perfect. He's now on the trap. Can I reset a trap that somebody's standing on? I don't believe so, no. Gold carved ring, which is slightly damaged, but I don't think that will be too bad. No, I don't want that stupid thing. Hey, pick you up. Got a lot of stuff I need to get rid of for loot, but I'll figure that out in a second. Okay, Splint, you go. Okay, another Splint, you go. Splint. Okay, then we have the Vermont. Splint can go for that. Am I seriously done with the dungeon already? Wow, this is a short one. Probably not going to make too much use of these caltrops. There we go. Now we have enough room to pick up the things I want more. The splints I can just replace. They're super cheap. I'm just throwing away for the other stuff. And yeah, didn't use too much. I gotta be careful and trigger these somehow. It's a good thing I didn't go swords, because if I went two-handed swords, I wouldn't have found any books. I have not found a single two-handed sword book yet. All you need is the first book in the tree. So, like, if I wanted to start down, like, two-handed maces, I just need to find the first treaty. If you find, like, the last treaty in a tree that you don't have, it's completely worthless. Because you can't start the tree, so you can't unlock these through stats. You can only unlock them through stats if you have the first book in the tree. So yeah, you can end up being able to learn literally like the highest level abilities. Like I could learn the Grovel in Battle and Striker Stance, but I can't learn the prerequisite no matter what I do until I find the treaty. Which is fair, you know. You need to know the basics, plus that prevents you from, like, you know, reading the final book and then being able to unlock every single other skill in the tree. I respect that design choice. Because it already makes it easier for you to learn stuff, but it would completely remove the treaty system if you just needed the stats to learn everything. But yeah, luckily we didn't have to fight that bear, or fight or run from the bear, but we weren't chased by it, is what I mean. So yeah, that would have, especially in my sleepless, I was about to say sleep-addled state, but I'm not sleep. I'm not just waking up. I haven't slept. I mean, I slept a little. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I guess I should just say that the way I should phrase it is just my addled state, which would be more accurate. We'll be together, I hope. Yes. You guys are going to sleep, right? Yeah, you're not setting up shop. Odor might end up coming from behind me, which would be hilarious. Notice waiting for him in his bedroom. No, he's already asleep. Got my contract. It's Doom. Have I... Nope. No gold's been spilling out of my inventory yet. I'm getting there, though. Oh, no, I'm not. I guess I was assuming that I had all my money on my person. Alright, what do I save for later? Obviously keep putting all these unidentified... Oh my god, I have so many. I'll keep the outcut for later. Because I don't have the abilities to really warrant having more energy. Like, it doesn't... Like, I use these two abilities, and then I don't have an ability to use for another, like, 9 turns. So, like, whoop-de-doo, I can use them. I can use my 2 abilities as much as I want. That already... the fight's already over by the time I can use them a second time. And yeah, I'm done. And I have to rebuy my room. Why did I leave? It's nighttime. Okay. Sleep for a few hours. Again, I wish I could do that. Superpower. Forget flying, the ability to sleep properly. That's where it's really at. Buy a second thing of mead. Buy another smoked ham. And yeah, I don't need you barely ever need a third water skin unless you're literally incapable of finding, like, unless you're in a fucking desert, which I don't think the game has any of those in its current state. But as long as there's a body of water within, you know, like several quarter miles, you'll be able to get by with just 2 water skins. Because you don't need the pot water. Sure, I'll just sell the valuables to you. Get a nice 330 from that ring. Ooh, what else? We got this. We got this. And everything else appears to not be... Yeah, everything else is just stuff I want to keep. Give me your food. Subject arm. Prepare my stuff. Including these. This is my panic button if I see something I want to run away from. Why did I even walk up to him? I need a new weapon. And now, as I level up, I'll eventually start running into enemies that are, like bandits that are at a higher level. But if I go to the dungeon, I don't believe there'll be stronger enemies in the dungeon. That's literally only a threat for me outside. I will wear this. I will buy and wear this belt. And I want you to prepare all of my other stuff. Question is, do I intend to go any further? I think I will leave. I think I'll leave myself in a good spot, and then I will call the stream there. Oh, whoops, please. Healing's fine. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna save here. Is anybody actually watching? Yeah, there's a few people. It's not really live though. Alright, see you guys around. I will play this game again eventually. It's a good run. See you guys around.